Welcome to the kitchen. Today we are making peanut butter blueberry muffins. And again, these are gluten, dairy, corn, soy, and refined sugar free. So we're going to start with the dry ingredients. So today I'm using almond flour. I love almond flour. It gives a nice texture, got lots of good fats in those almonds, and it's a nice way to just switch up your flours when you're gluten-free baking. So I have 2 cups here, so I'm gonna add it into our bowl, and then I'm also gonna add our baking powder. So this is 2 teaspoons of aluminum-free baking powder, as well as a little bit of xanthan gum, about a half a teaspoon. So xanthan gum is a binder that people can use if they're not using gluten, because glutinous flours or wheat flours have the gluten, which is what helps to bind. So that xanthan gum is essentially replacing that. So we're gonna add that in, and we'll just give it a little stir, just so it's blended. And then we'll add all the wet ingredients. So this recipe is super fast and easy to make, and that's why I love it. Not to mention it tastes like a peanut butter and jam sandwich. So who doesn't love that in a muffin? So we're gonna add 3 eggs into this, already beaten of course, or you can toss them in and give that a good mix. And then we're gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. This is organic vanilla extract. If you don't have vanilla extract, you could use vanilla powder, which you can also get. And then we're going to add a half a cup of real maple syrup, as well as a half a cup of olive oil. And so the maple syrup, of course, is what's gonna be sweetening the batter today. So we'll add all of that in, get the extra. These muffins are also really soft and moist, and that is again due to the olive oil, the almond flour as well, and actually the peanut butter that we're gonna be adding in next. So a half a cup of organic peanut butter, or just a regular peanut butter with no other ingredients added. So the easiest thing to do when you're measuring out or looking for a peanut butter is you wanna just check the ingredients label, and it should just say peanuts or peanuts and sea salt. There should be nothing else in that ingredients label, because we want to avoid all those excess sugars and hydrogenated oils that we can see in a lot of those peanut butters at the grocery store. And again, it just makes the flavor so nice. If you are sensitive to peanuts, you could do almond butter, you could do hazelnut butter, you could do sunflower butter. So there are alternatives as well if you cannot have peanuts, so just keep that in mind. All right, and now we're gonna mix it before we add the blueberries, because we wanna make sure it's all combined nicely together. This is one of my favorite muffin recipes. It's absolutely delicious, and like I said, it's super, super moist muffin. So even right now I just have this base. If you wanted to add strawberries instead of blueberries, you could, or you could add just some nuts or some coconut. I like my recipes because you can often just switch up some of the ingredients, so don't hesitate. If, like I said, you don't like blueberries or you don't have any fruit in the house, you could just make these muffins just as is without anything else. So that batter is really nice. So here we have a half a cup of blueberries, delicious. Add those in. Oh, this would be good with apple too, actually. It smells really good. It smells like peanut butter. So give that a good mix. And then we will turn our oven on. So we're gonna turn our oven on to about 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll do that. And then we will let that warm up. And in the meantime, we can dish out our batter. So I like to make mini blueberry muffins, or peanut butter blueberry muffins. You could do a big pan, I find. This makes about 20 to 24 minis, or about 10 regular size muffins, so you can decide which you'd like to put. Keep in mind, if you are doing the bigger ones, the bake time will be a bit different. We have grabbed our muffins out of the oven, and we have them here on this plate, nice and cooled, and as you can tell, they're just little mini bite-sized guys. So like I said, if you are doing the minis, put them in for about 17 minutes or so, and if you're doing bigger ones, usually it takes about 19 to 21 minutes. So I hope you enjoy this recipe, and we will see you next time. I'm gonna enjoy some of these now. See you later.